This is me in a city I visited for the first time, standing in front one of the worst markets during a cold winter night. If you want to know how I ended up here, watch until the end. Let's get started, but before we begin, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. I study at a university that's about 2.5 hours away from my hometown. During my first semester, I used to commute every single day, but in the second semester, I decided to move into the university dorm. For the first 2 weeks, I brought all my food and cooking supplies from home. It felt like I was shopping for free from my family's fridge, but after that, I realized it would be much easier to buy everything in the city where my university is instead of carrying so much from home every time. I posted on the dorm's Facebook group saying that I wanted to visit the city for the first time. I was planning to go to a specific market, so I asked if anyone who was familiar with the city would like to come with me, and that is my first time to go and I need help. A few minutes after I posted, one girl sent me a message saying she would like to come with me. We agreed to meet at the bus stop. I'll call her Cutie because she was really cute. At least, that was my first impression. I changed my clothes and went to the bus stop. When we met, we talked for a while until another girl joined us. I'll call her Jojo, and she turned out to be one of the worst people I've ever met in my life. Cutie introduced me to Jojo, and we exchanged a few words. But after only a minute, Jojo interrupted me, then completely ignored me and started talking to Cutie about their old memories together. The trip starts at 5 p.m. and ends at 8 p.m. The bus takes girls from the dorm to a specific drop-off point in the city. From there, everyone is free to go wherever they want, but all have to be back at the same place by 8 p.m. so the bus takes them back to the dorm. We finally arrived in the city and I was really excited to explore the market. As soon as we got there, Cutie said she was hungry and wanted to eat. She asked if I wanted to join them. At first I hesitated because I had already eaten at the dorm. Then when I agreed, Jojo said, "No, don't bother, we will eat by ourselves, then meet you later at the market." Honestly, I didn't even know what to say. I was surprised by how unwelcome she made me feel, so I just let them go. I looked around for somewhere to sit and wait, but there was nowhere, so I went back into the market and started shopping as slowly as I could, hoping they would come back so we could finish together. An hour and a half passed, and they were still gone. I kept calling Cutie, but she never answered, so I finished my shopping and left the market. There was only an hour left before the bus back to the dorm. It was freezing, and I had no idea how to get back to the bus stop. On top of that, I was standing there with all my heavy shopping bags, not knowing what to do except wait and hope they would come back soon. Finally, they showed up. Jojo wanted to go to the prayer area to rest, while Cutie wanted to buy a few things. I went with her because it felt like my only option. After we finished shopping for Cutie's things, Jojo came back and said she wanted to walk around the market again. At that point, I was really annoyed, but I didn't say anything and I just followed them. When we finally finished, there were only 5 minutes left before the bus left. We had to run with our heavy shopping bags just to make it on time. We made it back to the dorm, and I was still shocked by everything that had happened, but I stayed quiet. I unpacked my groceries, organized everything in my room, and went to sleep. The next morning, I woke up at 8 a.m., and my first lecture started 8:30. I got ready as fast as I could and went downstairs to catch the bus. As soon as I got on the bus, I started feeling sick. Everything looked black and white. I felt extremely cold, my body started shaking, and then I collapsed. Luckily, one of my friends helped me and gave me a piece of chocolate. After a while, I felt a little better. I attended part of my lecture, but then I went back to the dorm. I called my mom and finally went home. I was only 18 years old, and I didn't have much life experience back then. Looking back, I realized there were so many lessons I could learn from that day. There were plenty of better choices I could have made, like using Google Maps or simply ordering a taxi back to the dorm instead of depending on other people. I also learned that not everyone will be as helpful as they promise to be. Sometimes you have to rely on yourself. At the same time, I learned that making good friends is important because the right people can make all the difference. Thank you so much for watching my video until the end. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video inshallah. Bye!